Alright everybody, what's going on? It's Thundershot, and welcome to what... Oh, I don't know, I mean, there have been a few, but will probably be the worst 100,000 subscriber special you guys ever see. If you bother to stick around, I don't know. I originally tried to make this when I was at about 99,000 subscribers, that way I could just upload it day one, but the video that I made, I ended up rambling a lot, and I'll get more into that. Anyways, the goal of this video, what I want to kind of do, is I'll update you guys on a lot of stuff at the end. I might put a timestamp to skip to because there's a lot of things that are going to be coming to the channel, maybe coming back to the channel that had gone away. But the original video idea that I had in mind was I was going to go through and pull up a page and show you guys pretty much all my old videos, oldest to newest, and kind of tell you what my thought process was and how I grew as a YouTuber and how I kind of slowly figured all this stuff out as I went along. But that turned into me rambling too much. But the main point of me going through that was so I could kind of give shout-outs and props to everyone who has helped me or been there, just genuinely been a cool dude along the way. So I kind of want to go through and like kind of list off everyone who helped me, and as they help me, I'll give a brief summary of my YouTube channel, but I want to make sure to tag those people in along the way, is the idea. By the way, what you heard in the beginning of the video was I cracked a can of vanilla Coke. I've pretty much been doing that since day one. For most playthroughs, you'll hear that at least once at Chow Garden. It was a really popular thing in Chow Garden when that happened. But aside from that, if you don't come out to the streams, you don't really hear it a lot anymore. So I don't normally do it that much on YouTube. But that has kind of been a thing that I have always done, is just crack a vanilla Coke can. So the more you know, but that's what we'll start, because that's kind of where I started. Almost every video used to start with the crack of the Coke can. But no. So I started a YouTube channel in February of... I don't know, whatever 2.5 years ago was, something like that. 2013, 2012. 13 sounds better. 13 sounds more right. I want to say it was 2013. Started a YouTube channel. Actually, I have my page pulled up here. Yeah, February 3rd, 2013. I didn't upload my first video till the 24th. Okay, I uploaded my first video on the 4th. Never mind, ignore me. But yeah, that's when I joined YouTube. That's when I became Thundershot. Well, no, the Thundershot date's a little bit further back. Date's a few years back. Call of Duty 3 came out for PS3, and I got a PS3, whenever the hell that was, and I named myself Thundershot. But that's a different story. So no, I started making videos, and believe it or not, guys, my first video was actually a Dragon Ball Z video. I just wanted to make sure I did a test run and make sure everything was running smooth, and I uploaded Raging Blast 2, and it was just me being Teen Gohan beating like 6 computers while I talked, because that was a game I knew I could talk and kick ass at the same time. I was playing computers, they were on hard with the expert computer bonus on them, whatever it was. Just running, training, talking, making sure all my stuff worked, kind of talking about what I was about, and of course nobody saw it because it was titled and tagged extremely poorly, and nobody was looking up Raging Blast 2 videos anymore because that game was getting pretty old by that time, or decently old by that time. But no, I did a God of War Ascension gameplay, I did a tutorial for Black Ops 2, on how to make Shadow the Hedgehog as an emblem, because nobody had one like that, and I thought my emblem was cool. But I originally started out as a Call of Duty / playthrough YouTuber, those of you who don't know. I did the God of War Ascension demo, I did part of Tomb Raider, I never actually finished Tomb Raider. I was doing a couple different Call of Duty series that weren't doing too well, but bottom line, I'd been a YouTuber for a little while, couple weeks, not a little while, quotation mark. Been a YouTuber for a couple weeks, and lo and behold, I actually originally moved down. I live in Missouri right now, and I moved down to go to a wrestling school. I wanted to be a pro wrestler. Still do. I think that that's something that may be resumed in the future, but as of right now, situation got a little fuzzy, so I can't really go to the school. It's complicated. It's a story for another day if I ever decide to tell it. But while I was there, I met this really cool guy. He went by Outlaw was his wrestling name. His first name's Jared. I'm just gonna say that. Everybody knows it anyway. Went by Outlaw was his wrestling name. Been to a couple different sessions of training with this guy, and eventually we get to talking a little bit. Come to find out, he makes YouTube videos. He has a channel with 20,000 subscribers, which is nuts to me, because you guys got to know, I have been watching YouTube since I was just like junior high, maybe, if not just starting high school, whatever it was. I started out on a Philip DeFranco video. Somewhere along the way, I started finding Call of Duty videos, subscribed to a lot of the COD guys, still watch some of the COD guys that are pretty good. They don't do COD anymore, though. Guys like XCal and things like that. Blame Truth doing Pokemon now. Found a lot of those guys, but I had been really into YouTube for a long time by this point, and I'd finally had the opportunity where I'd moved out. I was on my own. I wasn't in college in a cramped dorm with a roommate and noise all the time, so I couldn't make videos. I finally had my own apartment, and I was doing it, and I was making YouTube videos, and then I find this guy who has 20,000 subscribers, which is huge. That is a giant number. Not just to me because, oh, I'm a tiny YouTuber, because I didn't even really consider myself a YouTuber at that point. It was a very hobby thing, but I did it a lot. I put a lot of work into it. I was uploading 2 or 3 videos a day. And it was a hobby thing for me. But yeah, just meeting anybody with 20,000 subs was almost like a celebrity. But turns out, the Outlaw, really cool guy. We hang out a lot. He lives in a set of apartments on the other side of town. He's a camera guy every now and again. So I come in. We get to be pretty good friends. He needs my opinion on some things. I help him film stuff. I think I was even partially in a couple of his videos. We get to be real good pals. Well, all of a sudden, kind of out of the blue, just for doing all this stuff, he does a YouTube live stream. He's a dipper, Outlaw Dipper. His channel link will be in the description below if you want to go check him out or subscribe to him if you're from the South or if you're really into dipping or hunting or fishing or anything like that. If you're any good old country boy, if you're anything like that at all, he's probably going to be your guy. But I'll leave his channel link in the description down below. You can check him out for yourself. Very cool dude. But no, I had been in channel for a couple weeks now at this point, and I had 8 subscribers. I'd been doing my thing, uploading 2 or 3 videos a day. I had 8 subscribers. Now, I'll talk more about YouTube and growing and things like that and what I've learned later. I'll mention some stuff about it later, but for now I'm just going to kind of stick to the story. He shouts me out, right? On one of his live streams. It was huge. I went to like 300 subscribers in a couple days. Which, by the way, shoutouts do not make YouTube channels. Shoutouts make dead YouTube channels. I played video games. I played Call of Duty. And I played playthroughs of new games that were coming out that I could afford to get. And the people who subscribed to me, who saw me on the live stream, were a bunch of Southern dippers who spent most of their time outside. They weren't really into video games. So what I had was a bunch of subscribers and not a lot of views. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm still 100% thankful for them. There were, I mean, out of the 300 people I got maybe 5 who would regularly watch my videos, you know. But that's just kind of a heads up. Shoutouts do not make YouTube channels. And like I said, I'll talk more about that later. A couple months go by, month or 2, I would say. And I'm still being his camera guy. And then we actually cut a video game video together, and he ended up shouting it out on his channel. And there's a video, if you look it up, Outlaw plays Black Ops 2 with Thundershot it was what you got to search on the channel. 2 videos of that, really cool. Like, instantly got like 1,000 views, which was just blew my freaking mind how I could have a video that had 1,000 views. Just absolutely insane to me. This time I started playing Grand Theft Auto 4. I called it Road to Grand Theft Auto 5. I was still doing Tomb Raider and stuff like that. I don't want to get too rambling here, but I just want you guys to know at this point in my YouTube career, I was super thankful when a video got 30, 40 views. I thought that was amazing. No, eventually I uploaded my first real, I would call it, Dragon Ball Z video, because the other one was a test. I just had all these ideas from playing Raging Blast 2 on what I wanted a Dragon Ball Z game to be. So I started uploading a series where I put Dragon Ball Z in the background, Raging Blast 2 in the background, but I talked about what I wanted from future games. And that series actually did okay. In fact, I remember, I want to say I uploaded one video, and then 2 or 3 months later, that video had 3,000 views, and then 5,000, and then 8,000, and this was just, this video was insane to me. It wasn't getting a lot of comments or likes, but the fact that I had videos, or I had a video that had over 5,000 views, just completely blows my mind, right? Completely just, I'm enthralled by that. And at this point, you gotta remember, YouTube's still a hobby. I'm not making a dime off anything yet, because 8,000 views honestly isn't anything in terms of trying to make money on YouTube. So I like this still, it was not in my head at all that it was a job. It was just a hobby, a thing I really like to do. I still tried to get out at least 1 video a day, usually 2 if I could swing it. But at this time, you gotta remember, I'm also going to school, and I have a shitty job that I hate on top of that. So, no, we press on, and I get signed. I finally got big enough. I actually applied. I was looking at Machinima, which is I was looking at Yoush, which sucked at the time. I don't know how they're doing that. I don't even know if they still exist. And then I was looking at TGN because I wanted to be partnered. I had a certain amount of subscribers. I think I was at like maybe, well, it'd be a stretch by then. I don't remember. After that video Outlaw and I did, I might have been at maybe 3,000, 4,000 subscribers. I think their minimum requirement, they wanted you to be at 8. But I applied anyway to TGN because I don't want to be with Machinima. I didn't want to be with Yash. TGN denied me. Okay, I applied. They said, hey, you don't meet our numbers. I knew I didn't meet their numbers, but I applied anyway, just kind of hoping. But it didn't work out. Come to find out a week later, some random guy from TGN Scouting group had found my channel and said, hey, you don't meet the numbers, but we think you're going to eventually, and your channel looks really good, and it's solid, and it's sound. We think you're going to grow. Why don't you sign with TGN? I'm like, oh, hell, sure, why not? So yeah, I got denied 1 week, and then somebody on TGN, on their little scouting team or whatever, went out of their way to find me to sign me the next week, which was kind of funny. But no, I became a partner at TGN, which to this day, that video still only has 60 views, which is hilarious. It's hilarious to me. And then all of a sudden, this game Battle of Z comes out, or gets announced, and I'm like, you know what, I'm going to cover Battle of Z news. I don't know if there's any other guys out there doing this right now. I'm going to cover Battle of Z news. So I start covering Battle of Z news. I think I have 3,000-4,000 subscribers around this time. But those videos are getting views because there's not a lot. There were a couple, but there weren't a lot of people covering Battle of Z news. And some of them were covering it at that time, but some of them didn't really care about the people, and then others would just show you like some shitty PowerPoint explaining the news every time that you could find on, I mean, you know, any website, Sean and Kaizenshuu. If you ever went to a Dragon Ball Z website ever, you could find all that information there. No personality, just a PowerPoint and text slides. Bothered the hell out of me. But I remember as I was covering Battle of Z news, I did things like trying to guess the roster, what it was going to be when it was complete and stuff like that. And I remember being super, super jealous because I only had 3,000 or 4,000 subscribers. Super jealous of this other YouTuber who had about 9K at the time, and I'm pretty sure he went by Omega Pro. And I was just so, like, I would constantly think to myself, what if I had as many subs as that guy? Bothered the hell out of me. What if I had how many views could I be getting right now if I had as many subs as that guy? Like, how has he built this up? How is he doing this? I want to get as many subs as that guy. And it was Omega, and I actually, like, I had like this deep jealousy for it. But I keep growing. Battle of Z eventually comes out. Shit game, but my playthrough became like one of the top watched playthroughs on YouTube of Battle of Z, which was amazing. Got me insane growth for the channel. Really good stuff. One thing you guys got to remember is that all this time I'm still doing playthroughs. I'm playing through Grand Theft Auto 5 around now. I did my Banjo-Kazooie playthrough. I did The Last of Us. I did a bunch of these things. A bunch of these playthroughs. Obviously, the playthroughs aren't getting as many views as Dragon Ball Z, but with the way I was doing my playthroughs and titling them and tagging them, it wasn't working well. Plus, a lot of my subscribers who were just there for Dragon Ball Z, or who were dead subscribers who kind of came from Outlaw and then never really watched again, obviously weren't watching the playthrough stuff. But I kept at it because it's something that's something I never want to leave my channel, is good playthroughs. I now have an outlet for old games. I think I'm going to finish Super Luigi Galaxy. By the way, that's coming back. I know it's been a longer break than it should have, but I'm going to finish Super Luigi Galaxy. There's not many parts left in that one. I'm going to play Ori and the Blind Forest because that game is too beautiful for me to leave out. That game is absolutely amazing. But I'm going to play Ori and the Blind Forest on YouTube, and then I'm going to play Banjo-Tooie. And after I get done with Banjo-Tooie, guys, I think I'm only ever going to do new games on YouTube, at least for the most part. I'm only going to try to keep YouTube new, relevant games that are just coming out, and then everything else will be done on Twitch. Some of them might be done on Twitch and YouTube, but all the old nostalgic games, Pokemon, Assassin's Creed, all the old series that I'm going through are just going to be done as kind of a Twitch-only thing. Just kind of a heads up on that. Let me get a drink here. But no, so I'm still uploading Battle of Z stuff, doing Mario Sunshine, just kind of going through, doing my own thing. And then after a while, it had started rolling around in my head like, hey, I kind of want to make, I want to do more with Dragon Ball Z. I started Dragon Ball Z Fights in this time, as a heads up. DBZ Fights, probably my best well-received series, was my fights that I did on Dragon Ball Raging Blast 2 particularly. But it had rolled around in my head. I'm like, I kind of want to make theory videos. There's so many things in Dragon Ball Z that was unanswered. There's so many things in Dragon Ball Z that we never really got to hear the end of, or that had a bunch of different options that could have been explained a little better, or things like that. I wanted to make my own theory videos, and I had gone well out of my way at this point in time to make sure that I didn't look at any other YouTubers' videos who have done theories or anything like that, because I didn't want to steal. I didn't want anybody thinking that I'd stolen from their idea. So if I did happen to do a video that was really similar to another YouTuber's video, I would say, hey, I don't watch anybody else at all. I just make my own videos, and that would kind of be my, I could talk about whatever I want. Kira Toriyama reveals Android 17 and 18's real names. That was kind of a big one for me. And then I decided to do a top 10 Dragon Ball Z facts that you didn't know, where I actually partnered up with the guy who runs the Goku Twitter account. And he let me use his tweets as facts, and then I shouted out his Twitter, and then we went on from there. We went our separate ways from there. I tweeted him, I said, hey, can I use these? He said, yeah, sure, just shout me out, and then we went away. Probably never to talk again. Who knows? We'll find out. It's funny because later Rhymestyle knows that guy, and now I think I'm staying at his house in about a month when I go to California. But yeah, that's aside the point. Like, we left, and I thought I was never going to meet that guy again. Come to find out, Rhymestyle knows him, and they're friends. And then now we talk regularly now. So it was funny to me. But yeah, I bumped into him once, bumped into him again. I thought it was neat. But those last two videos were important. 17 and 18's real names, and then Dragon Ball. Random Dragon Ball facts you didn't know. At this point, I've got about 6,000 subscribers, maybe 7. And I get a message in my comment section. It says, hey, Thundershot, I've been seeing your videos. I like what you do. And my partner likes what you do too. And we were wondering if you would maybe join with us in this little Dragon Ball Z partnership thing we got going on. Look at it. This guy I'd never really heard of, but I'd gone out of my way to not watch other people's videos, so it's only kind of natural I hadn't heard of him. His name's Quaman. Quaman's Land. Look up some of his videos, and that's all he does is theory videos. It was the stuff I was talking about. So I looked at it, and he really well professionally done. I liked what he was doing. Good theory videos, and it was something I wanted to be a part of. And I check out Black and Fist, his partner's videos, and I was like, yeah, sure, why not? And they had me on for video, and they had me on for another video, and my channel starts blowing up. Quaman had about 10,000 subscribers at this point in time. God, that takes me fucking back. We were small once. Can you guys... Fuck. It's weird. It's really weird having 100,000 subscribers. That's nuts. I'll get more Remnant. I don't know. But, yeah. So, Quaman. And then that partnership starts. That we become this amazing trio. We were always making videos together. And I haven't got to make as many videos with them recently with Xenoverse and things like that being a thing. But I will get back to that because we are the original 3 Amigops. That started, yeah, that was nuts. And then, like, the 3 of us together, all of our channels start growing vastly once we formed this partnership. So there were a lot of people who found me through video games who had never heard of Quaman. There were a lot of people who found Quaman through theory videos who had never heard of me, but we had all done Dragon Ball Z stuff. It was a really good time. So all of our channels start blowing up, start getting bigger. Battle of Z is a thing. The playthrough is pretty much going through right now. I've started Chow Garden at this point. How old is Chow Garden? When is the first Chow Garden? Hold on, I got it right here in front of my face. My Sonic Adventure 2 battle playthrough was really, really amazing. That's number 3, 2, and 1. Over a year ago. I started Chow Garden on barely over a year ago, June 9th, 2014. Okay, but anyway, no, Battle of Z happens. It's a thing. It goes through. And all of a sudden, I get this message. I get a message from another YouTuber. This guy is about the exact same size as me at this point. I think he had like 1,000 more subs, but I had like quite a few more views than he did at the time. I don't remember, but he messages me. Hey, I've seen you making videos. I like what you do. I'm starting a community. I'm starting a website. And I was about Dragon Ball Z and anime in general. I was wondering if you would help shout it out, help talk about it with me, and just kind of become part of making a big, good Dragon Ball Z community. This guy's name's Rhymestyle. And I messaged him back. I mean, of course, I watched his videos. I was like, oh, yeah. So, I mean, I liked what he was doing. I was like, oh, yeah, sure, we can do that. What exactly is the website? So we get in a Skype call. Website's called Naruto TGS at the time. But I make a video kind of like explaining how to get on the website and how to run it and everything like that. And apparently they still show my video to some of their investors and things like that to this day, which is funny because I say balls a lot. So they're showing it to like these men in suits, and it's just my shitty video and where I say balls a lot. I don't know. But yeah, so we start Anime Multiverse, and then through Rhymestyle, like the website name eventually changes to Anime Multiverse, and then through Rhymestyle, I meet Omega. I meet Toasty, I meet Kagi eventually in a Zcast, and it just grows from there. And of course, all these guys are very, very cool people. Yeah, and then we grow from there, and we kind of have our own DBZ community. And you guys have pretty much, most of you guys have been here since then. Dragon Block C, Xenoverse Beta, all 3 Xenoverse Betas, my god. the whole thing. And that was pretty much, I just kind of wanted to walk down. Like I said, my original version was way longer than this, which is awful. Nothing should ever be way longer than what it's been so far. But, yeah, now I pretty much am big enough to kind of do, like, obviously I'm always going to stick with Dragon Ball Z. I always want to stick with playthroughs because just playing the game and talking to you guys while I'm doing it is the funnest thing in the world to me. And then, of course, educating you on Dragon Ball news and things like that, keeping up with Dragon Ball Z. I told you guys I started out as a Call of Duty and playthrough channel. I still would like to claim to be a playthrough channel to this day once I get Super Luigi Galaxy back up and going. But it switched from Call of Duty to DBZ, number one, because I fell out of love with COD. COD was getting kind of not that great for me anymore. Number two, it was insanely hard to grow as a YouTuber, as a COD guy when Black Ops 2 was in its heyday, because there were already 8 billion 8 billion Call of Duty YouTubers at that time, so almost nobody's ever going to be able to find your videos like that. But number three, Dragon Ball Z is something I genuinely had always loved and had a good interest in, and then I decided to make a video on what I wanted to see from a DBZ game. And then I started covering news, and it turns out not a lot of people were doing that. And then I started making gameplay videos, and it turns out not a lot of people were doing that. People found my videos, I got bigger. And here I am. So I kind of wanted to take that little walk down memory lane. Shout outs to everyone. Channel links will all be in the description below to everyone I mentioned. Outlaw, Quaman, Black and Fist, Rhyme Style, Omega, Toasty Kagi, the whole squad, just everyone. I know with the way that I kind of made this, it sounds a lot like shoutouts have made my channel, and I would say the exact opposite. Quaman definitely helped me grow for sure. The partnership things that I've done with Rhymestyle and everyone else have helped me grow. But if my content was shitty, or if I had done no growing on myself, like by myself without the help of others, I still wouldn't have a channel. I don't know. That's something I'll have to talk about, because now is the kind of the exciting time. Now that you guys have like sat through all the boringness of me just going over my old YouTube videos and stuff, and how I met people and certain things like that, and how I grew and how big I got and things like that. I get to do the exciting part, and I get to announce all the new things that I want to do. So number one, I've been talking about my YouTube channel and growing a lot, and this is going to be part of my 100,000 subscriber special thing. I want to make a series. I know there's like 100,000 of them on YouTube, but I feel like hitting 100K kind of makes me qualified to talk about this. And I get this question a lot from a bunch of different people. So I want to make a series called How to Grow on YouTube. Might be a couple parts long, but it's just going to be the basis of every channel size and what you should be doing and things you should be looking at and what you shouldn't be doing and what makes you a twat bag and things like that. So I want to do a series called How to Grow on YouTube. I hope you guys will be sure to check that out. Also, guys, I know a lot of you have been asking me forever to bring Chow Garden back, and the problem is that I can't record with my recording device. I can't record from PS3. Something wasn't working right. When I rendered out of Vegas, it was just bad. Didn't matter how I rendered it. Didn't matter how I recorded it. It wouldn't work. But Chow Garden was really, really, really good for me, and it was really good for the channel, and everybody who watched it liked it, and I loved doing it. And then when I had to change capture cards, I just couldn't do it anymore. But I have found out how to bring Chow Garden back, guys. So I'm really happy to say that starting very soon, Chow Garden will be returning. And that is going to be absolutely amazing. And I hope all you guys can enjoy that with me. Okay, and I think the last bit of information I have for you guys today is Ask FM, Ask Thundershot videos are coming back. So I tried to record one a little while ago with a face cam, but the reason you haven't seen a face cam since then is because my face cam made my microphone suck. My audio would pop every 2 seconds, just real annoying, just pop constantly when I was trying to talk, and it was I couldn't upload the video because it was so bad. But I'm gonna try to fix it. But at the end of the video, because I didn't know my microphone was popping till after I went to go edit the video, but at the end of the video, I went in and I cleared out all of my Ask FM questions, like all 1,600 or 2,000 or 3,000 or whatever I had. I deleted them all. So I'm going to leave my Ask FM down below. If you guys want to ask questions, I would recommend you only ask about 1 or 2 questions per person, please, until the next Ask FM video comes out. Because I want to have time to try to get to everybody's. I probably won't be able to get to everybody's question in one part, but I want to try. So try to make it 1 to 2 questions, something good, something I don't get asked in the comment section every day. But yeah, if you guys want to ask me questions on my Ask FM, the link to that is down below, and it will probably show up in next video. Other than that, I think that's going to do it for my 100K special. Yeah, just, it's weird to have 100,000 subscribers. I don't ever think about that. I look at guys that I have been watching since before I had a YouTube channel. I'm gonna pick on Clement J642. He does old playthroughs of old games that maybe I didn't get the chance to play, or maybe I played and loved or whatever, but he commentates really well. His gameplay is super awesome. So I've been watching Clement J642 since before I had a YouTube channel, since before I made a YouTube channel. And he's always been this really big popular guy. His videos always get a lot of views and things like that, and I am bigger than he is now. I have more subscribers than he does, and this is just mind-blowing to me. It's not like a, oh haha, I'm better than you. It blows me back that, like, wait, you mean to tell me I'm as big as that guy? Like that, because it's almost like, I don't know, I look at him like he's a I don't know. But it's really weird to look at guys who have 200,000 subscribers, or look at other guys who have 150,000 subscribers and be like, you know what, that guy's not a lot bigger than me. I'm almost there, you know what I mean? Like, it's super stellar, it's super unreal, and never did I think that 2 years ago when I started a channel I would be this big. I've never been a guy to have, at least with YouTube, I've never been a guy to set goals for myself. Not because, oh, goals always lead to disappointment, just like, I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing now, and we'll see where it goes. And that's pretty much been me since day one. I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing. Not keep doing what I'm doing, keep doing what I like. Keep doing what I like, and we'll see where it goes. And this is where it's got me. Another thing before I go, my uploads have been really lackluster lately, guys. I've been out of town. My air conditioning is actually shut off right now. I can't leave my computer on much longer. It's gonna freeze on me. I'm gonna lose all this because it'll overheat. But my air conditioner's broken. I've been out of town. I've been doing a lot of stuff that's kept me preoccupied from the channel. I hope that's all going to change within the next week or two, guys. We're going to finish Super Luigi Galaxy. I'm going to start uploading Ori and the Blind Forest. I'm going to start hitting you guys with Dragon Ball Super news, because there's a lot of Dragon Ball Super stuff that's came out. Hopefully start working on new Dragon Ball game videos that are going to be coming out soon. Things like that. And Chow Garden is returning. Just a bunch of stuff, guys, a bunch of stuff. And I would like to get back on track. I would like to get back to uploading 2+ videos a day for you guys and getting live streams done and all this amazing stuff. But other than that, guys, that's going to wrap it up for me. I want to thank you guys for coming out. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm sorry the 100K special is a little late, but I'm glad you were all here for it. I am Thundershot, and I'm out. Peace, guys.